Yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. She gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons.
Sterling Hoffrick there to kick off for the Falcons.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? Need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
Panthers.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
The pass.
I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Joey Slide.
Christian McCaffrey, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Slide now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
By the Panthers.
They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. LaVisca Chenault, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Falcons, nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
A nice run there by Gurley on 1st down as he'll get about 7 out of it.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mike, check, 59.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Falcons draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
49-yard line.
He's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Falcons 7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at the
12 yards there as they move the chains. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Now they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The quick slant caught. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1-yard line.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
2nd and 13. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
On the scramble. Brought down at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 5. They got his man complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Fowler racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 12-yard line. A big run there by Gurley. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score Falcons 21, Panthers 14.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
First down, Panthers.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Carolina.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Dallas Goedert. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. We saw a number of good games earlier today, and this one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Yeea3 Gross Matos.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Gilmore. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he...
And my goodness, another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep for Julio. And now here is another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Nice way to start the drive have a gain of 12 and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. 3rd and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
Yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Taken from about the 12.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 13.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The pass intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete. Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
59 mark, check. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 13 yards out. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Panthers, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. As soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.